know you're tired. I know you are tired of these bare minimum men walking around here feeling like they are God's gift to women, and you just can't help it. You just keep attracting these bare minimum men. They don't take you out on dates. They want to Netflix and chill. You know, you're hinting to them that you want to go somewhere. You're hinting to them that you want them to get you flowers. You're hinting to them that you're a romantic girly, and they're still trying to just meet up with you and smoke, or meet up with you and chill, or go with you with walks in the park, or meet up for you for coffee days. You want real romance. You want him to really spoil you. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about how to get him to spoil you.
When I feel what I feel, sometimes it's hard to tell you so. You may not be in the mood to learn what you think you know. There are times when I find you wanna keep yourself from me. I don't have the strength, I'm just a mirror of what I see.
What's up? I am your girl, Sherita Nicole, and I am your celebrity soft feminine lifestyle strategist, as well as plus size femininity coach. And I help plus size women and straight size women attract men who will spoil and adore them. So let's get into today's video. Yeah. So I know exactly how you feel. I know what it feels like to always be with these men who love to tell you, like, I don't do dates, or I don't buy flowers, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I know what it's like to meet men like that, and I know you are so tired of hearing the nonsense, because you get on social media, you see these women, they're getting the hotel rooms with the balloons, they're getting flued out, they're going on trips, and even though you try your best not to compare your love life to theirs, you're sitting here wondering, where is yours? Where is mine? Where is my dream man that's gonna do all these things for me? Where is my dream man that's gonna never approach me with the 50-50 and automatically pay my bills? Who's gonna do what I need him to do without me even asking? Or if I do ask with grace, he's gonna do it for me, no questions asked. And I'm here to tell you, he's out there, but this is how you get any man to spoil and adore you. Here are my secrets, okay? So back when I was dating, I'm gonna be so honest with you, I used to feel like, because I'm a Taurus sun, Taurus gang, I used to feel like I had to buy men's affection. So I really used to think like, oh, if I buy stuff for him, he's gonna buy stuff for me. When the truth of the matter is, no matter what you do, if you're with a peasant, he's never gonna reciprocate that energy to you, queen. There's nothing you could ever do to make that man reciprocate the energy to you. If you buy him something, that does not mean he's gonna buy you something. And also, because I wasn't embodying my divine femininity, which is the first step in getting any man to spoil and adore you, I was running after him, I was chasing after him, I was trying to buy his love. So the first step in getting any man to spoil and adore you is embodying your divine femininity. So how do we embody our divine femininity? So the first thing you need to do is to pop that false independence bubble. I am talking to the ladies who love to go around here talking about, I don't need a man for nothing, I don't want a man for nothing, I could do it all myself, blase, blase, blase. When the truth of the matter is, that's not true. You do need a man. And you want to know why you need a man? Because there are a lot of things in your life that you don't want to do. Especially these women, women like me who love to pay for convenience. I don't want to go out there and change my oil. Yeah, I could do it, but do I want to do it? No. I don't want to go out there and change the brakes on my car. Can I do it? Yeah. I'm pretty sure if I put my mind to it and learn how to do it, I could go out there and do it. But do I want to do it? No. I don't want to cut my own grass. And if you want to do it, that's cool. Those are just simple examples. But at the end of the day, if you're paying someone to do that convenience for you, and that person happens to be a man, guess what? You do need a man. I know there are some women out there that love to operate in their masculine energy and they love to do those things, but I'm sure there are other things in their life that they really just don't prefer to do. They would love to pay for the convenience to do it. And even though there are women that love to operate in their masculine energy, at the end of the day, we all need each other. We all need each other, because if we didn't, loneliness wouldn't be a thing. There would be no such thing as feeling lonely if you didn't need other people. And even if you're not attracted to the male gender per se, at the end of the day, everybody needs everybody, because everybody needs that person to give their perspective to help improve the world in the best way possible. And sometimes a person's perspective may not be exactly what you necessarily agree with, but it may still enlighten you and, you know, make you question some things and really help you align with yourself to move forward. We are all pieces of the puzzle of the big picture, okay? So stop going around here saying that you don't need a man when you know good and well you want one. You're lying to yourself, and that is one of the biggest things that hinder you from embodying your divine femininity, is you lying to yourself about these things. You need companionship. Everybody on this earth needs somebody else. So you deluding yourself and telling yourself, oh, I want a man, I don't need one, that's the same thing. And I know somebody in my comments is going to be like, no, I could want a cookie, but I don't need a cookie. My body doesn't need a cookie, you know, to have nutrients. But your body does need food. And cookie is a food group. So stop trying to nitpick at a thing and just be real. And the reality is you need people. So if you're going around here saying that you don't want a man, you don't need a man, but you want one, you need one. You need one because that's something that you desire. That's something that's a part of your manifestation. That's something you would like to be fulfilled in your life, and it has not happened for you yet. So therefore, that is something you need because it bothers you and you feel like that's not a part of your manifestation and the big picture that you desire for your life. So therefore, you feel like your life is not reaching its full potential and you're not being, you know, you're not really being who you really want to be because you don't have the life that you desire. Therefore, you do need a man. So stop lying to yourself and telling yourself that. Pop that false independence bubble, because this all, I could do it all by myself, I don't need anybody. That's a lie. That's a lie. You do need someone. So once you are able to really sit down and have a realistic conversation with yourself and come out of that false independence bubble, you'll be able to realize, okay, I do need a partner. What kind of partner do I need? Okay, this is who I am. These are my priorities in the partner. These are the needs that I would like met for me. You can really start having those deep, in-depth conversations with yourself and really start going out here to attract a partner, because we don't chase nobody, okay? We attract. But you can go out into this world and attract a partner who's going to be all the things that you need. Now, I do want to say no man is perfect. So if you're out here looking for a perfect partner, baby, you're going to be looking for a long time, because I hate to break it to you, sugar, you're not perfect either. You could be very close, boo. You could be very close, but you're not perfect either, okay? So with that being said, you have got to get out here, put your best foot forward, and, you know, make it do what it do. You know, be open to receiving love in all forms by first admitting that you want this, admitting that you need this, and embracing love as it comes to you, because you have finally admitted that you need it. Okay? So as you pop that false independence bubble, that will allow you to embrace and embody your divine femininity. And what is divine femininity? So divine femininity is our natural nurturing traits to care for each other, to show compassion, and it is also receptivity. So once you get into your divine feminine energy, you're able to nurture yourself. You're able to nurture other people, because you know how it is to nurture yourself, to show compassion, to show grace. And it also allows you to get into a space of receptivity, so you're able to receive from that partner who's going to come in and spoil you to no end, because you have admitted to yourself that, baby, this is what I want, this is what I need, and this is what I'm going to attract, because I am going to nurture and care for my partner when they come to me, I'm not going to be verbally or emotionally abusive, because that's what being in your false independence bubble does. It makes you verbally and emotionally abusive. Can you imagine telling somebody or asking somebody that you want them to pay your bills, but then turning around and telling them that you don't need them? If somebody did that to you, would you pay their bills? Because I'm going to be honest with you, baby, you're not going to get a dime from me. And it's not even about paying your bills. I'm not going to do nothing for you. I'm not going to go out of my way to romance you. I'm not going to go out of my way to woo you. I'm not going to court you properly, because you've already put into the atmosphere and your energy is radiating that you don't need me. So I'm going to just be around you to get what I can, and then push you to the side, because if you don't need me, I don't need you either. You see what type of scenario that creates when you radiate that type of energy? Come out of that false independence bubble and start radiating your divine feminine energy, baby. When you radiate your divine feminine energy, you give off nurturing, you give off comfort, and that makes people be drawn to you. And that's what compels everybody, not just a high value man or a high value partner, to spoil you. It compels everybody to spoil you, because everybody wants to take care of you. Everybody wants to nurture you. Everybody wants to be in your space to help cater to you and adore you like the goddess that you are, okay? And I'm speaking from personal experience, because I feel like everybody in my life spoils me. From my mama to my brother to my sister, even strangers I have never met, they go out of their way to do stuff for me. I was literally walking into the store the other day, and people say chivalry is dead, but men open my door all the time. Men be walking down the street, they see me taking my groceries into my home, they be like, would you like for me to help you? You know, or can I sit this right here for you while you go up and do this, that, and the third? Because, you know, they're not coming in my house. But they'll be like, oh, can I do this and that and the third for you? Even I'll be walking in the store and a man will randomly come up to me and compliment me, or even ask me like, hey, is there something you need? When you radiate that type of energy, baby, everybody wants to take care of you. Everybody wants to cater you. Everybody wants to spoil you, okay? So get into it, girl. Yeah. So the next step to getting any man to spoil you is to, I cannot stress this enough, is to be authentic. Be authentically yourself. The perfect example of this is Sexy Red. Like Sexy Red and Sukihana, those two are the perfect examples of being yourself and still getting spoiled. Because we have this thing in the black community, or really just in society as a whole, where we feel like modesty wins, right? But the thing is, what if you're just not a modest woman? Everybody doesn't fall under the same monolith of women, especially in the black community, right? And I feel like the reason why Sexy Red and people like Sukihana get so much attention is not only for their outrageous marketing techniques, but because they are genuinely and authentically themselves. Even Cardi B, she is genuinely and authentically herself. Even though she has changed over time in her career, she is still genuinely and authentically herself. High value men respect authenticity. They respect authenticity, and they are compelled and attracted to you even more, because they feel like they've never met anyone like you, because there's nobody else like you, because you are genuinely and authentically being yourself. I think in today's world, especially on social media, we are often told who we are supposed to be instead of being encouraged to be who we are. We are not often encouraged to be exactly who we are, because at the end of the day, if you go on social media, and I said this the other day, it seems like every girl on social media looks exactly the same or has the same exact aesthetics. Even the tattoo placements, they look exactly the same. It's like everyone is sitting in a class trying to look exactly like each other. And what happens is society starts to lose character. And when somebody does show character, or somebody does step out of the parameters that society has set, they call them crazy, or they look at them like they're crazy, or they call them ghetto, or they say, oh, she's doing too much, or she's out of pocket. And even if that may actually be the case, that person doesn't care about what's being said about them, because they are genuinely and authentically being themselves. They're not letting someone else come and tell them what they want, come and tell them what they need. They are being authentically themselves. And in order to authentically be yourself, you have to know what's important to you. You have to know what you have prioritized. You have to know what's going to work for you and what's not. You have to know what a high value man looks like to you, because what I may consider a high value man and what I need in my partner is not necessarily going to be what you need in your partner. But if we're both out here cosplaying each other and looking for the same things, we're never gonna get what we need. And even if we do get what we need, we're not gonna be happy, because that's not really what we want. That's not really what we need. We're going by the outlines of what society has told us what we should and shouldn't do, and who we should and shouldn't date, and what he should and shouldn't look like. Being openly and honestly yourself will attract the partner that honors you and respects you, because you are legit being yourself. This will be what aligns your partner to you and will help him spoil you, because he's taken the time to figure out who you are, because you have shown up authentically. He knows what your love languages are. He knows what's going to be important to you. For example, I'm an outside girly, okay? I love to be outside. So my high value partner is going to understand that dates are going to be a very important part of our relationship, because I like to go outside. I want to go wine tasting on a Thursday. I want to go to Taco Tuesday. I want to go to an art gallery on Sunday. I love to go outside, and I also like to be at home. So there's going to definitely be moments where I want to sit in the house and watch a movie with my love, and then moments where I want to go outside. But date nights are still going to be very important, because I would rather be outside than inside. But that may not be the case for you. You may be an inside girly. You may be a girl that would rather sit at home all day and watch movies and cuddle up, and then take a trip the next month. Whatever the case may be, but he's not going to know how to spoil you and cater to you properly if you're not out here being yourself. So stop looking at a manual on how to be whoever they tell us we need to be, and really look inside and find out who you're going to be, and find out what you want, find out what you need. Dig deep inside yourself and pull that goddess that's in you out, because he's never going to be able to spoil you and love you properly if you're not being who you are. Once you're able to fully embody who you are and be authentic, the next step to getting any man or any high value partner to spoil you is to radiate confidence, okay? If you radiate confidence, he's going to know that you feel that you deserve to be spoiled. So therefore, he's going to spoil you. If you go around here like, oh no, you shouldn't have, or oh no, I don't think so. And if you're out here being timid, baby, he's going to treat you like that. He's going to be timid with the coin. He's going to be timid with the love. He's going to be timid with the spoilish. And we're not being timid around here, because we are confident, boo-boo. We know that we deserve more. We know that we deserve to be spoiled. We know that we're gonna get the hotel rooms with the balloons. We're gonna get flued out. Getting bills paid, honestly, is the bare minimum. I feel like getting your bills paid is the bare minimum. Getting your hair done is the bare minimum. Getting your nails done is the bare minimum. I have literally had conversations with grown men who have told me that this is the bare minimum. Like, a man sending you money for lunch is the bare minimum. A man getting your hair done is the bare minimum. A man getting your nails done is the bare minimum. These are things that used to be normal back in the day, and now they seem so faux pas because the bar has dropped so low. And I'm gonna be real with you, it's really because y'all out there popping that thing for $40. Y'all have got to cut it out. And this is no shade to my S workers, because we respect S workers over here. We respect S workers because that is a very hard industry to be in, and you have to have great mental fortitude as well as, physical fortitude to really be in that industry. So we're not going to shame nobody over here, but I know S workers who definitely charge the dollars that they're worth. When you're out here when you're out here sleeping with men for $40, if you're out here sleeping with men for Netflix and chilling, if you're out here sleeping with men for a meal, you are devaluing yourself, because those are basic things $40, what you gonna do with $40? I can't even fill up my gas tank with $40. It takes $56 to fill up my car. I can't even fill up my car with $40. I might could buy me lunch with $40. You get what I'm saying? You want me to give you the best pieces of myself for $40? That's crazy. And then, you know, sleeping with somebody just because you came over their house and they smoked with you? No, girl, no. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are we doing? You feel me? It's just unacceptable. Sleeping with him because he got your hair done. Sleeping with him because he got your nails done. Sleeping with him because he sent you money for lunch. These are things that are normal. They are a part of the courting process. Because at the end of the day, my grandma always said, if he can't solve your problems, he is the problem. And that's just it. And I'm going to tell you something. A woman who radiates confidence is not easily impressed by those things, because let's be real, those are things you already do for yourself. You already get your hair done. You already get your nails done. You eat every day. You eat every day. So why are you so blown away to the point where you want to give him your body for him doing things that you are normally going to do every day? Now, don't get me wrong, you know, it's nice, it's a nice gesture. Nobody ever has to do anything for you, but just because somebody does a nice gesture for you does not entitle them to your body. It doesn't entitle them to your time. It doesn't entitle them to your energy. He is supposed to be showing you how he's going to be a helpmate, how he's going to add value to your life. And honestly, doing normal things that I do every day, it does take a little bit off my plate, but I'm not going to easily be impressed. And women who radiate self-confidence, who have done the work, who have poured into themselves and have self-worth, they understand that they're worthy to be treated like that. They're already treating themselves like that. And once you show up as the goddess that you are, radiating that confidence, radiating that energy, he's going to bow down. And he's going to realize that you deserve to be treated that way, that you deserve to be spoiled, you deserve to be catered to. But if you come in second guessing yourself, men can pick up on that. Men are natural predators. When you come in second guessing yourself, men can peep that. Men are natural predators, okay? They're born to hunt us, okay? They love the chase, and he can sense. Men are not as stupid as y'all think, and y'all really need to stop thinking they're stupid at all, because actually men are very logical creatures, and they think before they get emotional. Okay, it's all about logic with them. So they can peep when you're not confident. They can peep when you're second guessing yourself. And then they even start asking particular questions to try to find out what your insecurities are, so they can act on that, so they can pounce on that. Okay, so you don't have time to be out here giving him any type of whiff of insecurities. You have to show up confident, radiating that confidence like the queen you are, so he can know, oh, I can't play with her. Oh, I can't sense out her insecurities. I can't scope them out to try to get what I want from her. Because let's be real here, it's nothing but the dog in them. They want to chase the cat. You feel me? They want to get it. They move by it. Don't let no man out here tell you they're not moved by it, because they very much so are moved by it. Now, if they're emotionally mature, they may not be as moved by it, but if you offer it to them, they definitely gonna take it. Okay, so with that being said, you have got to show up confident without any insecurities radiating, because we all have our days, we all have things that we wish we could work on, but it's not his business to know that. He needs to create a safe space for you in order for you to even start discussing your feelings along those lines. But when you're showing up and you want him to woo you, to romance you, to spoil you, you got to step up and let him know insecurities are not, baby. This is my queendom. This is my queendom. And you got to radiate that confidence to let him know that, baby, just like I got you, I could get somebody else. Okay? Now, that don't mean, be entitled, which is my next tip, okay? So in order to get him to spoil you, be gracious and generous and not entitled, okay? I see a lot of women on social media who like, oh, this man tried to get my number. He can't get my number unless he pay me, unless he give me my bills. I'm not going to hold y'all. That's bird behavior. I'm not going to hold you. It's bird bum behavior. It is bird bum behavior. I had somebody comment on my video not too long ago talking so, oh, charge him to even get your number. Are you a bill collector? Like, why does that even need to happen? When you go into situations being transactional like that, I'm not going to hold you. Y'all don't want high value partners. If you're moving like that, you don't want a partner. You don't want a husband. You don't want a boyfriend. You really want a trick. That's really what you want. And if you're moving like that, that's what you're going to have. But don't get offended in the future if that's what he starts treating you like an employee, because that's what tricks are. Tricks are employers, and you are their employee. You are their elite employee, okay? That's what you are. So it's like the women, I see a lot of women getting upset when they be like, oh, he disrespected me, he did this, he feel like I'm supposed to do this, that, and the third just because he gave me money. But you went into the relationship with a transactional energy, so how else do you expect him to act? Of course he's gonna act like, you know, he gotta do this, that, you gotta do this, that, and the third, because he's poured all his money into you, because he feels like you're an employee. He feels like he's paying you to do a job, so you need to do it. And that's really how it's like having a pimp. You know, I see a lot of women on here, you know, they teach sugar daddy courses, which is cool. You know, I'm not hating, baby, because like I said, we don't hate on sex workers over here, okay? But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, you can't go into a situation acting one way and expecting a person to honor and respect you when you don't do the same in return. So learn to be, you know, gracious and accept his generosity and be grateful, as opposed to being entitled. Feeling like somebody is supposed to pay your bills when they don't even know your last name, honestly, is ludicrous to me. And I'm gonna be real with you. If I was a man, I would not play with y'all on some real tea. And this is coming from somebody who's also a mother of a son. I'm going to teach my son that he definitely is there to provide and protect and provide structure for his family and take care of his wife and take care of his home and love on his wife and dote on his wife, because at the end of the day, she is a human being and she is your life partner. But I refuse to allow my son to grow up and not have great, safe, personal boundaries and just be out here and getting used, because I'm the type of mother, you're not going to play with my son. I'm just going to be real with you. At the end of the day, I'm going to make sure my son has healthy boundaries and a healthy emotional structure to realize when he is being used, to realize when someone is a liability instead of an asset. And when you go into these relationships not being, you know, financially literate, because a lot of these women who be like, pay my bills, honestly aren't financially literate. Because let's be honest here. Let's be real. If you need somebody to pay your bills, baby, you don't need to be worried about attracting a high value man. You don't. You need to be worried about getting yourself together, because why are you waiting on anybody to come and save you? You need to be out here trying to get yourself together so you can attract a high value man who's going to invest in you in other ways. Because to be honest with you, I don't want nobody to pay I appreciate it, but I have bigger goals and bigger things going on that I would rather you invest in than you paying my bills. Because guess what? Paying your bills is just a band-aid. They're due next month, and the month after that, and the month after that. So eventually he's going to get tired of doing it. Or he's going to say, hey, why don't you move in with me? And I don't know about y'all. I don't want to live with no man that I'm not married to. I don't want to do that. So eventually he's going to get tired of paying your bills. And he's going to be like, okay, well, you don't want us to live together. Okay, well, and then it just causes other problems. But honestly and truthfully, that's bum mentality. Not being financially literate is not preparing you for the future, because we rich goddesses over here. We're wealthy goddesses over here. I want a man to invest in my businesses. I want him to buy me more equipment for my YouTube channel. I want him to buy me more equipment for me to do my content. I want him to hire me a virtual assistant. Those are the type of things that I want him to invest in, spoiling me. And that's not saying that, you know, y'all, some of you may not want him to open up a business for you or help you do things with your business. Sometimes you may just need help and assistance with your bills. But the thing is, if you're going into any situation in primal energy, like pay my bills, pay my bills, pay my bills, baby, you don't need to be worried about attracting nobody. You need to be worried about manifesting a new job, manifesting a new profession, manifesting something that's going to benefit and elevate you, so that way you can attract that elevated man. Because if you're struggling check to check, you don't need a high value partner. You need a roommate. That's what you need. And I'm just being real, and I'm saying this with love. It's not cute. It's not cute, and it's definitely not radiating divine feminine energy. And it's making you be entitled when you meet these men, and it's a big turnoff. Because I cannot imagine being a man and somebody charging me for their phone number. I'm gonna look at you like you stupid and walk off. And I know there are some men that are gonna do it. They are, but I'm telling you, you have literally went from being a goddess and a woman in their eyesight to being a trick. Because that's what you are. You're an elite employee. Okay? And that's just real tea, and I'm saying it with love. And that's how it's gonna act. Now, some of you, you may want that. You may be okay with that. And that may be the vibe and the tea that you want. But for other women like myself, that's not what I want. I want a relationship that's gonna bloom into marriage. So I want a high value partner who's gonna invest in me in the long run, and also help me network and open up doors that are gonna push me and expand me further. Okay? So learn to be grateful, not entitled. Okay? The easiest way to be grateful and not entitled, and also make him feel like you're grateful for the things he does, is to say thank you. I have met so many women who don't say thank you to their men for nothing, or who don't say thank you to the guys they date for anything. And honestly and truthfully, I couldn't imagine being with somebody who doesn't tell me thank you for anything, and then when they convey that they don't feel appreciated or they cheat on you for someone who is appreciative, then you feel some type of way. I would never back these feminine gurus who tell you to be mean to your man and make him feel like you don't want him, because as soon as somebody makes me feel like I'm not wanted, I'm gone. And why do y'all have a problem with being nice to your man? Don't you like him? I'm just so confused. Don't you like him? Because if you like him, why not act like it? Why not stroke his ego? Why not make him feel appreciated? Why not make him feel heard? You catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. And I will always stand by that, because I could call any ex in my phone right now and get whatever I want from that man, because I made him feel like he could take on the world. I made him feel like he was Superman. I made him feel loved. I made him feel appreciated. I made him feel safe with me. What a lot of women don't really want to admit is that they value security over love, but men value respect over love. And if he feels like you don't respect him, even if he does start off spoiling you, it's not gonna last. You're not gonna keep getting things from him. If he already not pretending to like he got it, because it's a lot of pretend rich men out here, or a lot of pretend ballers out here that love to spoil you at first, and then you find out later they don't got it, and they asking you for their money back. But if he's not in that situation, and he really is a man that feels that you should be loved and treated and respected like the goddess that you are, he's gonna fall back, because that's not proper self-care. A lot of high value men are very emotionally intelligent, and if they feel like their efforts are not being reciprocated, you're gonna be left right where they found you. They are not playing that, and I see it now on social media. Black men are in a big emotional and spiritual awakening, where they're really starting to express their emotions and really starting to take care of themselves. And a lot of women say it's them being zesty, but I feel like it's not them being zesty. It's you not being as emotionally mature as you claim that you were. Because why would you want a man that doesn't value himself? Why would you want a man that's a yes man that's just gonna do whatever you say? I personally am repulsed and disgusted by people who let other people run over them, especially if you're a man that's attempting to date me. Because now I'm gonna feel like I gotta mother you. I gotta feel like I gotta hover over you to make sure you stand up for yourself, and you not out here giving out money to everybody because you don't know how to say no. You don't have strong, healthy boundaries. So now I can't trust you to lead and really have structure in my household, because what if your cousin Pookie come and ask you for $100,000 and you say yeah without talking to me, but we had to use that $100,000 to do blase, blase, blase. You don't want a man who's not securing himself and who doesn't walk away when things are not serving him, when things are not benefiting him. You don't want that. And if you do want that, you're headed down a road to destruction. If you want that man to be the divine masculine energy in your life, but baby, I don't want that. So some of you really need to admit that you're not emotionally available and emotionally ready for the men that you ask for if you're going into these situations entitled. Because don't get me wrong, you are the prize, okay? But also remember, nobody has to do anything for you, ever. So be nice. Say thank you. Stroke his ego, baby. He's gonna want to give you more. He's gonna be like, oh, this girl make me feel so good. She make me feel like I could give her the world. I just want to do everything for her. She made me feel like Superman. That's really how you get them, when they feel so respected that they feel like Superman, baby. And you stroking that ego, you can get anything out of him. You can get anything out of him. I done got Louboutins. I done got trips overseas. I done got food brought to me in the middle of my work day. And then with an outfit, baby. Food and an outfit brought to me in the middle of my workday, okay? I done got cashed out just because. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, you can get anything and everything out of these men if you just learn to be nice. And some of y'all are really just being mean because you haven't healed from that trauma. You've been dealing with men who don't even treat you like a human being, let alone spoiling you. So you have got to heal that trauma, mama. You have got to get out of that trauma, out of that false independence bubble, so you can start being more generous and loving and embodying that divine feminine energy and be nurturing and compassionate, so you can draw the people to you who want to spoil you, who want to love on you. Okay? My last step to getting any man to spoil you is to create an emotional bond. Okay? Like I said earlier, men value respect over love. Okay? So with that being said, the quickest way to get him to establish an emotional bond with you, and I know it's going to be hard for some of you, but the quickest way to get him to establish an emotional bond with you is to actively listen. I talk about this in my How to Ask a Man for Money mini masterclass, okay? You have got to actively listen to him. Okay? And when you actively listen to him, he's going to tell you exactly what he needs. And when he tells you exactly what he needs, there's no need for you to add extra to it. There's no need for you to add a razzle dazzle to it. Just be exactly that. Be exactly that. Show compassion. Actively listen to him. Apply what he's saying. And just do it. Just be. He's gonna feel like you respect him so much, especially if you combine this with being generous and not entitled. He's gonna feel like you're exactly what he needs, and he's gonna want to cater to you even more. That divine feminine in you is going to it's gonna just activate the divine masculine in him, and he's just gonna want to do. He's just gonna want to do for you, so he can keep gaining access to that divine feminine energy, so he could feel respected, so he could feel safe, so he could feel empowered. And then on top of that, you actively listening to, girl. You giving him everything he want without him having to, you know what I'm saying, without him having to repeat himself. He actually feels like he's being seen, that he's being heard. And I know somebody's traumatized behind gonna come in my comments and say, you could do all this and he's still gonna cheat. Guess what? Leave him. Leave him. If he cheat, leave him. Especially if you're not married, leave him. Which honestly and truthfully, that's why I rotationally date. I rotationally date because you can't cheat on me if we both dating. All this boyfriend, girlfriend mess, and y'all be getting so involved in someone. Y'all be so involved with people who have told you they don't want marriage because you're not actively listening. You're not actively listening, and you're too deep in your masculine energy. You have planned a whole life with someone who doesn't even want what you want because you haven't been actively listening. You haven't built the emotional connection and the emotional bond. You haven't even taken time to build the emotional connection and the emotional bond because you're too worried about what you want and what you foresaw in the future. And what you should be worried about what you want. You should be worried about what you want. But you should have been vetting him with what you want in mind at the beginning, to where you didn't even get down that road for you to even be hurt and traumatized. Sometimes we have to, not sometimes, but all the time, we have to take accountability for our actions. I was dating a young man, and he told me off gate he never wants to get married ever again. And automatically in my mind, I put him in the compartment of a joke. He was now a joke to me. Krusty the Clown, okay? He was a joke to me, because if you don't want the same things that I want, there's no need for me to ever get emotionally invested in you, because it's not my job to change your mind about giving me what I want. You said it. You're not gonna do it. Cool. He didn't want to do it. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I put him in the compartment in my mind as a joke, and continue today. I would let him take me out on dates if that's what he chooses to do, and I wanted to give him some of my time and my energy, and I was still dating other people. And eventually he got upset with me, and he was like, why are you dating other people? And I'm like, why wouldn't I date other people? I told you I was gonna date other people. And he was like, I thought you were just talking. No, I'm gonna date other people because you said you never want to get married. And marriage is something that I desire, something that I want, something that I'm going to have. And he was like, well, you don't know. I could have changed my mind. Did you? And he started stuttering. Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of these men, they want emotional access to you, but they don't actually want you. They just want you to be caught up and all deep up in them so they can feel like they have an option. And that is an emotional and immature man. And that is a man cosplaying as a high value partner. And I don't have time for that. It's either you're going to step up and do for me, and we're going to come together and work together towards a common goal, which for me would be marriage, or we're just going to be cool and kick it. We're going to have fun, because that's cool too. But don't expect me to be head over heels for you, baby. It's not happening. I'm not opening myself up to you that way, baby. You're Krusty the Clown. You feel me? It's not happening, okay? So I just want you guys to really take these steps and really start embodying your divine feminine energy to attract a man that's gonna spoil and adore you. If you feel like these tips helped you and you want, to know a little bit more, I am offering a one-on-one coaching course right now, which is available. You can work with me for 2 months, and we could definitely change your life and change your energy to where you are attracting romantic partners that are going to spoil and adore you and radiate that goddess energy, to where we can get rid of these men that have the bare minimum syndrome that's coming into your life, because you're not a bare minimum goddess, okay? You deserve the finer things in life, and that's what you're gonna get. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope these tips helped you, and I really enjoyed talking to you guys today. Let me know, what other topics you would like for me to discuss in the comments, and let me know when's the last time you went on a date as well in the comments, and how did it go? Did you feel like it wowed you? Was it romantic? Because I would love to hear from it. And also let me know if you want a video on how we should be vetting these men, so you could definitely start shifting through the dusties and get to the high value baddies. You feel me? As always, I love you guys, and I hope you continue to walk in your divine feminine light. I'll see you next week. Bye.